This is KF7UHK.
Good evening. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. I'm Dave, KD7ZYM. The Western Washington Amateur Television Society is a group of amateur radio enthusiasts that get together with fast scan television. We have a repeater located up on Cougar Mountain. We transmit on 70 centimeters. It's a crossband repeater and spits out images at 1.2 gigahertz. To find out more about the Western Washington Amateur Television Society, please Google WW7ATS. Google WW7ATS. That will take you to our homepage on the internet. There you'll see the exact frequencies we transmit and receive on, and also you'll find a link to YouTube that will take you to our net streaming on Wednesdays and Saturdays between 8 and 9 o'clock. Also, we'd like to thank the SeaTac Repeater Association for letting us use WW7STR's repeater, 147.08, and with a specific tone of 103.5 for Cougar Mountain. Again, you'll need a tone of 103.5 to communicate for this net. Again, this is Dave, KD7ZYM. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. I'll pause in case anybody has emergency traffic or needs to make a contact on the 08 machine. Hearing none, again, welcome to the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. I'm Dave, KD7ZYM. Already checked in by video link is Ron, KD7QKU, Bob, K9PQ, Wade, W7ITL, and myself, Dave, KD7ZYM. Is there anybody else wishing to check into the net?
UHK.
Try again, please.
This is up in Mount Vernon. This is KF7UHK.
Got you, thank you. KF7UHK. Anybody else wishing to check in? Hearing any? Well, let's start off this net with Ron, KD7QKU in Tacoma.
This is Ron, KD7QKU. Does Jessica know about whatever this is, Discord? So I don't know if she knows about Discord. You might have to talk to her, Bob, or something. Anyway, somebody else is coming on. Lee is, I guess. Eventually he'll get here. Oh my, so I don't want to day.
Go ahead and...
Hey, Wade, you need to mute your microphone, I think. There's something. I heard that.
I think there's somebody trying to check in.
Let's see, I don't want to take all the Wade's thunder, but we did digital TV today. Oh my. It just works fabulous. We did mobile. I had a little, battery operated flat screen TV, HDMI and stuff like a bird has it. We put it in his car and put a 70 centimeter mag mount on top, and he'll tell you all about it, but it was fantastic, really. So I guess that's all I'm going to say for now. Back to net, KD7QKU.
QKQ. Well, let's go to Jessica, KF7UHK. At least you have a 2-meter repeater we can talk on. Go ahead, Jessica.
Long shot from me. I'm up here in Mount Vernon and trying to get a good signal. You guys sound pretty good. Took a little walk today, did a little stuff around the house up here, and that's kind of what's happening up here. I see Wade sent me an information on how to get into Discord on if I was having troubles, and I'm working on that right now. My computer has low bandwidth, so we'll see how that works. So just to see if that all worked, this is KF7UHK.
UHK, we did get your good audio. We need to go to Lee, N7KC in Port Angeles. And a little bit of a technical problem here, or issue. Let's try Lee again, N7KC in Port Angeles. Lee is dialing up Echo Link.
Another station that was trying to check into the net. Station that was trying to get on, can you go ahead and make your call again a couple times? We're having a hard time hearing you.
This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. Net again, I'm Dave, KD7CYM. Let's move on to Bob, K9PQ.
Howdy, it looked like Lee was just about ready to join, but I will take over. Yeah, good stuff, Wade, on getting the DTV going. That's really awesome. Looking forward to making some more progress on that. For my part, I've been trying to get everybody, get all the cats herded onto a Discord, and I think everybody's here but Jessica so far. We'll need Jim to join, but he wasn't going to make the net tonight anyway. So we're doing pretty well on getting to Discord. And that's kind of been my big thing. In fact, I haven't really heard what other people said too much because I was working to try and get some people on here last minute. What else is happening? I feel like things have been happening, but I can't remember. Tomorrow I've got a big family thing going on during the day, and it'll be nice to see cousins and cousins once removed, even maybe twice removed. I think my first cousin she had some grandchildren that came to the memorial service, and they might come back again, which will be fun. Okay, well, that'll do for now. I'll send it back, K9PQ.
9PQ. Thanks with that. Let's go to Wade, W7ITL.
This is Wade, W7ITL, and if you heard from Ron, I'm doing a lot of digital DVT digital video testing today, and I got the transmitter and the amplifier hooked up, and was able to make some field tests today. I think the furthest distance I got was about 5 miles. Didn't have good luck on the first round because it appears that DTV has some different bandwidth. So the default is 6 megahertz, and it's like NTSC, it's at 6 megahertz. But there is other modulation modes, and so right now we're getting the best performance with 4 megahertz with a let me see, half rate. I don't know what that means. It's just one of the encoding settings, and then there is some other settings to make it a little smaller. So it's definitely getting out there. The sound is working through the digital as well. So when we finally go full digital, we'll even be able to do audio through the internet, and also for folks that have digital receivers, we'll be able to hear the audio through their receiver. So that is kind of what I've been doing. So trying to get more folks interested in our club. So I did make a few contacts today at the Radio Club of Tacoma, give our information out, say, hey, join our net. There was a guy, I don't know if it was the guy that was trying to check in earlier, but there was a guy from Kirkland that showed up to our clubhouse today, and I haven't seen him before. But yeah, I got to meet him. I didn't take his name down, so I apologize, sir, if you're listening to me. But yeah, it was nice meeting you. And that is about it. I'm sure there'll be questions for others. You can just definitely let me know, and we're gonna keep moving forward on this and get this digital conversion going, so we can be all modern and we can have good video and have new technology to play with. So with that said, I'm going to turn it back to Net Control Dave. This is Whiskey 7, India Tango Lima.
W7ITL, Wade, thanks with that. Well, for me today, I was looking to get on Discord and got rather turned down a couple of times trying to sign on. It kept wanting a password that I didn't have. So I called Bob, and Bob came down to my place, and we fooled around, and with his expertise finally got it on, and we're enjoying Discord at this point. It was a rather complicated situation to get it through, but it happened, thanks to Bob. And this is Dave, KD7ZYM. So I'm going to send it back up to Ron, KD7QKU.
Okay, KD7QKU here. So what happened to James? He's not here tonight. Does anybody know why James isn't here? Bob's nodding up and down. Okay. Maybe he'll tell us later. So yeah, so we put a 70-centimeter mag mount on top of Wade's van, and we drove around. And I had this little, battery-operated TV set, and we used that. So, on 1 watt, my goodness sakes, we got over to the clubhouse, which is quite a ways away, and we could get a couple frames of picture, but we couldn't get much else. So then he came home, did some other things. But we drove all over, and on 1 watt, it's amazing how good a picture and how far away you can get it. Of course, I and Wade are only, I don't even know if we're a quarter of a mile apart. We could be. But just with a little bitty mag mount antenna on the table out on the patio in a, television set, I was just getting, P5 perfectly clear picture. It's just on 1 watt from Wade's house. It's just amazing. So we drove around mobile all over, and It's pretty good stuff, that's for sure. So what else have I been doing? I don't know. I had to help the neighbor lady get her battery charged in their wheelchair van, and we did that. And so that was, maybe I told you this story before. So the battery went dead, and she only had the key fob, and so you can't unlock the door because it's electric when the battery's dead, and you need to open the door to get in to open the hood. So it was one of those dilemmas. So somebody had removed the key from the fob when they gave her the van, and the van was given to her. It's a really nice Dodge van. I suppose it's worth $15,000-$20,000 wheelchair van. So anyway, so I told her we have a choice. We either call a locksmith or break a window, and window is pretty expensive. So she was smarter than me. She decided to go down to the dealer, and she gave them the VIN number or whatever, and they were able to make a key. So then she came home, called me, said, I got a key and I got the doors open. So then we raised the hood. The poor battery had been dead for quite a while. So anyway, put the battery charger on it overnight, and the next day it was charged up. So she's going to give the wheelchair van to some other veteran. Some veterans association, group gave the van to them because he was a retired military veteran. He spent his whole career in the military. So anyway, so that's what I've been doing for 2 days, messing around with that. And then of course, when she started driving it, on the dash, the warning light came on, something about the brakes. I don't know what that was all about. So I think that's yet to be resolved. So anyway, we want to give Wade a lot of kudos and a lot of congratulations for doing all this, because he's got it working magnificently. Back to net, KD7QKU.
7QKU, thanks for that. Let's try Lee in Port Angeles, N7KC.
N7KC. Okay, here's Lee, N7KC in Port Angeles. Well, this is all kind of new, isn't it? Yeah, nice going, Wade. I saw some of those, a little bit, well, I saw your video. Good show. Someone might mention, I've got an exclamation, I have an exclamation point with concentric circles that come in and go, and I don't know what that means. I clicked on it, and I don't know, it didn't seem to do anything. So there's a lot about this that I don't know how to run yet properly, I think. But yes, I just downloaded the Discord and installed it and so forth. And I looked every place for a server called Watts, couldn't find a darn thing, and all that. And then even when I did the link thing, it didn't take me to the right spot. And then it took an invite from Wade in order to get me on. Now, is it going to require that every time? I just don't know. So I guess I don't have anything else to say. I just kind of listen out here. So I'll send it back to.
7KC, thanks for joining the net. You did well, and your pictures came across on the video link well, and your voice came across on the 08 repeater very well. So let's go to Bob, K9PQ.
Hey, well, let's see. I can answer a couple of things. Yeah, James is under the weather tonight, and that's why he's not joining us. And Lee, you won't have to do that every time. It's one of the nice things about this is that now that you are in Discord and you are in our server, our Watts server, you can just, what you'll want to do when you open up Discord is look for the Watts icon on the left, on the far left, and click there. That'll get you into our server, which is sort of our area, our space, right? And then you'll have options of things to do, and one of them is, I think it's called video, Nets Video. I'm not looking at it right now, but I think believe it's called Nets Video. So yeah, I'd like to get to the point where we're not sending out anything before the net each time, because there won't be any need to, and everybody can just get right into Discord and be there. Yeah, and I agree. Kudos, Wade. I'm going to give myself a little credit for having the equipment, lending the equipment to Wade, and that Bert and I had done some point-to-point before. But a big thing Wade did that I never did was get the amplifier involved, and those adjustments that you made, Wade, to make it work well with the amplifier. That's impressive. So I'm very pleased about that, and really looking forward to continuing all of that. Let's see. Nice to hear you, Jessica, and hope that you join us very soon. I think you were. I think I saw where Wade had some suggestions for you to join us, so I hope that happens. I mean, very soon this net. I expect my next net will have it worked out. And let's see. I didn't write any notes because I was kind of just flailing around doing different things here, but I'm glad to see everybody here. I'm glad to see everybody got it figured out and made it, so I'm happy about that. Okay, I'll send it back. K9PQ.
PQ, thanks for that. Let's go to 1 Wade as opposed to 1 watt W7ITL.
Well, yeah, it's been a lot of fun today. I think I probably clocked in a couple miles walking and driving, at least 10 or 15 miles driving around today. I'm just super excited for us as a group. I think this is really going to help the group grow if we can get everybody working and we get some technology in place that's going to help make it so that others can get their signal up into the repeater. That's one of my other projects that I'm looking into, is potentially have multiple receive sites, but that's going to take some coordination with other repeater groups. But I think the first thing we need to do is just get at least one receive, and after we get receive, we'll do a receive and transmit to have a full repeater set up, and then we can work on maybe doing something like PSRG has, but with video. So if anybody's listening to our net and is creative and has programming skills and electronic skills, definitely reach out to me. Our website is, if you Google us, WW7ATS. You can find us there, and you can find us on our Discord as well. Just shoot me an email if you want. But that's my little PSA. If anybody wants to join us, just reach out, and you can always listen. So this is W7ITL. Back to net.
W7ITL, thanks for that. And this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. I'm Dave, KD7ZYM for an ID. And again, this is Dave, KD7ZYM in Lake City. Boy, it's been a wonderful net so far, and trying out a new video link has been very nice this evening. It seems to be going pretty well. I'm impressed with that. But it did take a lot of work between Bob and Wade to get Discord to work properly. And that's pretty much it. I've been watching a little football this afternoon and doing some home chores, but that's about it for myself in Lake City today. So I'm going to send it back up to Ron, KD7QKU.
Okay, this is KD7QKU. Well, Lee, if you look in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see the word Discord. And then there's a picture of the Discord symbol, and then right below that is watts. It's a little blue, almost a square with a green dot on it. So that's where you click to get into the watts, whatever it is. That's what I did anyway. So anyway, So let's see, tomorrow evening we have to be up by Snohomish at 5 o'clock. And the way I understand it is the 520 bridge is closed, and then something about 405 is closed down by Renton. And it's just going to be a madhouse. I'd just rather not go, but it's a memorial service for Joanne's older cousin that passed away, and all that family and stuff's going to be there. And Doug and Phyllis are going to go with us, and we're going to go up there. I'm actually almost thinking about driving 518 and Highway 18 over to I-90, and then trying to get to Monroe from there or something, and then try to get to Highway 9, because we got to go up Highway 9. It might be better. The last time there was a mess like that, we were going to Magnolia in Seattle, and we got as far as Georgetown. It had taken us 3 hours to go from Kennewick to Georgetown. We finally taken an exit to the right and got up on top and got up there and I forget what it was, and then got down into Seattle, and then got on Jackson Street, and then finally got over to 15th, and then finally got up. It looks like Jessica's going to join us here in a minute. So anyway, if anybody knows anything about the road closure on 405 near Renton, I'd appreciate it if you could tell me about it. So back to net KD7QKU.
KD7QKU, thanks for that. Let's try Lee in Port Angeles, N7KC.
Okay, there we go. And I see Jessica just popped in there, real good. Say, my video is flipped here. Does that license plate read correctly back there? Okay, there's no way to flip your video then here so that things read correctly. I don't find any control that does that. Just looking around. Okay, well my headphone, when I went to put it on tonight, broke. So I've only got the left earpiece with the mic, and here's the right earpiece, and it's broke. I mean, I can't fix it. So I'm going to have to get another headset here. It's a little bit uncomfortable with this thing just kind of, Anyway, well, it's nice to see you all. The video looks pretty good. Jessica's softer than anybody else for some reason. When all comes to pass, maybe I can get some digital stuff going over here, so I don't know how I will do that. I guess what it means, I'll probably have to use the box I've got and get in that way. So anyway, I want to join the crowd there. So I'll send it back to you, Dave. I accidentally hit the do not transmit button the last time. I cut myself short. But anyway, Dave, thanks a lot. And yeah, I bet you're enjoying that new TV and the football on that new TV. Okay, back to you. N7KC, Lee in Port Angeles.
N7KC, thanks for that. Let's pick up Jessica, KF7UHK.
UHK. Thanks, Wade, for your help and sending your links. My computer's a little bit slow, and I'm a little bit slow at finding all the buttons I needed to push to make this work. But it sure is a nice, clear picture. Sounds really good. Otherwise, what's happening tonight? Oh, we joined the Moose Club. I'm not sure if that's the right way you say it. It's kind of like Eagles. Eagles only is Moose. And we have a place up here and joined today and went and had a drink and free hot dogs. And they were just really nice. They were playing some country music, which I don't mind a little twangy country music. It was fun. And and it was a cheap joint to join this little group of people up here in Mount Vernon. We thought it'd be fun to have somewhere to go hang out and talk to people and have cheap drinks. So that was one of our highlights today. Sylvia also took a math test I know she's doing some stuff at work at Boeing because if she gets all these green lights lit, she can put in for like a grade 9 job. I think she's a grade 7 right now, out of 9 or 10. So she's moving up in the world and trying to get. I think she wants to be a functional tester, which sounds scary to me, but she wants to jump in there and do it. She's already doing investigative work. If you get a job that doesn't have all the right parts or the parts don't fit, she comes swooping in to come and recommend what the solution might be, and she routes that off to either an engineer or to a planner. And so she's we call her the investigator. With that, I'm going to pass it back up here in Mount Vernon, Camp 7, UHK.
7 UHK, thanks for that. Let's go to Bob, K9PQ.
Okay, Wade asked to pause once again he hears somebody trying to check in, which I have not heard, but I think, checker inner, I think you might be using the wrong PL tone. We don't use the normal PL tone for this repeater, we use 103.5. I think the main reason is it works with Echolink. So in order to join our net, you will need to use 103.5. I will pause to see if you are there and want to check in. This is K9PQ pausing. Well, nothing right now, maybe later. Let's see. Well, Jessica, good to see you here. I just love the double glasses. I just love it. It's the sort of, how do I put this? I hope I'm not insulting you by saying this, sort of the goofy hack that I would do myself. So I just love that. I just never thought of it. You thought of it first. Anyway, I'm actually kind of lucky. I'm just barely farsighted. I do have bifocals on, but I'm barely farsighted a little bit, and they're both farsighted about the same. So reading glasses corrects for that just fine. So I just have to get the right, diopter of reading glasses, and I'm good to go. Or I don't know if they use diopter for reading glasses. Let's see. Yeah, just good to see everyone on. Everyone made it tonight. Happy about that, and I know James is in Discord, so when he's feeling better, we'll have James back. And Jim couldn't make it tonight. He had something else going on, and so hopefully he'll get on Discord here as well, and we'll get all of this happening. Very pleased about this. Let's see. Oh, Lee mentioned about having to use some box. I think maybe you were talking about the Grand Stream, but we will need a different box that does basically the same thing as the Grand Stream, but for digital. And I know I've showed this before, but this is my J-Tech Digital, which there's nothing special about that, but it's just that it happened to be the cheapest one at the time. And, these things are very, very flexible. They're very different than the Grand Stream, which were made for a specific purpose and can be finicky. These digital ones that are basically, they do the H.264 internet streaming standard, the same as all the others. But on the other side, they can handle all kinds of different encoding and all kinds of stuff. So we'll have a lot more to work with, a lot more to play around with when we go digital, if we want to go that route. Okay, I think that's good for me, and I'm probably about talked out myself. I'll stick around, but I'm good with closing out the net after this round or before it comes to me again if you guys want. So back to net, K9PQ.
K9PQ, thanks for that. Let's go to Wade, W7ATS in Tacoma.
7ITL, Wade, Tacoma here, and I'm going to pause for 30 seconds just to see if the person that was trying to check in earlier is still listening. And if you are, make sure you're using the correct frequency of 147.080. And The offset of positive offset of 147.680 is, I don't know what that is. I think it's like 0.6 kilohertz or something like that. And then set your PL tone to 103.3. Been about 30 seconds. I just wanted to make sure you had enough time to try to interject there again, and we do encourage you to come back to our net if you want to if you're interested in digital TV or just want to listen to us. Again, this is W7ITL. I think I'm good for the night. I'll turn it over to net control or Dave. This is W7ITL Wade from Tacoma.
Lake City. Well, Ron, with a chance to move up north to a function tomorrow, you might take I-5 to the Lake City exit, then take Lake City all the way to Bothell. Then from Bothell you could get connected to the area that you wish to get to. That might be the easiest way to get around with all of the road closures. And for Jessica, Sylvia, boy, moving up. Pretty soon she's going to be vice president of that group that she's working for. And then really have a nice retirement nest egg for herself. So more power to her. See, girl power is here for the world to enjoy at this point, political and work-wise. So anyway, congratulations on her moving up and going to test for some new things. Well, this is Dave, KD7CYM in Lake City, and I'll send it back up to Ron, KD7QKU.
Okay, KD7QKU here. Well, I don't have any more either, really. It's nice to see everyone, and it's nice that we got this Discord working. It looks pretty good on my end, so I hope everybody is happy with it. And I don't know about Jim Che. I don't know if we can get him on. Somebody might have to help him out. So anyway, that's about all I have. So just back to net, KD7QKU.
QKU, let's go to Jessica, KF7UHK.
Me in my window on the far end, I have this big 7 segment digital readout, which was part of once the Mount Vernon High School sign for their school team, their football team or whatever. The scoreboard is what I'm trying to say. And our local electronics store, which is a small place that has things that a normal Radio Shack would have, along with some old used equipment. If you want to look at some pretty cool stuff they have right down here on Highway 536, just across the river, the Skagit River here. They were selling these things. I think I gave them $5 for this 7-segment digit here, and I just have a relay and a blinker unit making some of the things. The segments turn on and off is what I'm trying to say, and I usually have it pointed out the window, but I turn it this way, and it's either too bright or it's not bright enough. It's mostly too bright to be able to see, even if I turn the lights off. But outside, as you drive down the road, you can see this thing up in my garage window, pointing out towards the highway, and then I can say, oh, I'm the house with the digit that's making gibberish on it, and my other bus drivers know what I mean. So in a long roundabout way, it's gibberish. So that's what I got for you guys, and it sure is good to see everybody. Once again, Wade, thank you, Miss Jim and James, because they're both the life of the party also. This is KF7UHK.
KF7UHK, thanks for that. Well, let's try Port Angeles for Lee, N7KC.
Okay, very good. Lee here in 7KC in Port Angeles. Okay, well, maiden flight here. Everything went reasonably well. And nice work, Wade. Keep it up. And we'll see you guys down the pike. Yeah, back to you, Dave, in 7KC, Lee in Port Angeles.
KC, let's go to Bob, K9PQ.
Well, let's see. I was just going to say 73, but there was something I wanted to answer somebody's question. I literally have not written a single note tonight. Normally, I have my pages full of notes when I get to this point, and I have not a word. I have everybody's name, and that's all. So, unfortunately, I can't think of it. But yeah, Wade had a good idea. I might as well put it out here on the net. Wade had a good idea that on our website, I will add a link to join our Discord server. So it will still have to be approved, but you know, people can, you know, those that want to join can join. It'll be a good way to kind of get more people to join in the fun. All right then. With that, I will say 73 and back to net K9PQ.
K9PQ, thanks for that. Let's go to Wade, W7ITL.
Much to say in addition to everybody's conversation, but I did want to just mention to that person that was trying to check in. I know you seem like you've been trying to check in. I don't know if you're just having a bad time with your rig, or it's maybe not enough power. But if you can hear me, just reach out to me after that, and I can try to get you in next time. My email address is W7ITL at ARRL.net. That's Whiskey 7 India Tango Lima at ARRL.net. And I'll be happy to help you. If you want to join our Discord, you can definitely do that as well. I'll send you a link. In the meantime, 73, everybody. This is Wade, Whiskey 7 India Tango Lima. Back to net.
7ITL. This is Dave, KD7CYM. Well, get a quick ID here again. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. And I was thinking about we may terminate the net. Anybody want to continue on? Let me know. Not getting any feedback. This is Dave, KD7CYM, and we'd like to thank the SeaTac Repeater Association for letting us use WW7STR's repeater 147.08 with a specific tone of 103.5 for this specific net. So on behalf of the Western Washington Amateur Television Society, this is Dave, KD7CYM, terminating the net at 8:43. Good evening, all.
Question, maybe this is for Wade. On the top of my screen, it says, this is an unclaimed account. Claim